Well, at least we got the last batch of heroes named from Class 1B, so cool. Did you hear that? That's the champagne bottle opening. The arc has officially reached to the conclusion, and while there's tons of stuff to say, it's best to move on and get on with something interesting. But first, an epilogue, because we must get some payoff from an arc, good or bad. For what it was, I thought it was a decent ending with an expected result, though the very end has me a bit curious. Something I haven't felt in a long time. There were fans who didn't believe Team B would lose like this, and it's only going to heat it up further. As one would say, I'm afraid I got some bad news. The last battle has officially concluded. Team A wins with a sweep. I can safely say the battle was pretty disappointing all in all. Oddly enough, I thought Shinsho was getting ready to make a comeback with his monologue, stating the hero classes are something else. Instead, he's amazed by their prowess, and then loses. I suppose it downplays his effort feeling lackluster, but I still think it was underwhelming on how it was handled. He could have received a better defeat, but it is what it is. Class 1A has officially won the training section, which is hilarious because I kept saying wins or losses don't mean anything, yet here they are celebrating. I guess it was a contest, something I couldn't care less after the weak showing. It's a good thing they didn't rub in Class 1B faces. It's already weak enough that they reacted like, oh well, shucks. But then again, they weren't much of a character anyway. Maybe if the contest was a complete draw, it would have some value for everyone. But instead, Class 1A buried them. Make no difference to me. The big question that the class has in mind is about Deku's quirk going berserk earlier. Basically, Black Whip itself. Luckily for Deku, since he too isn't sure about what happened, he can be honest without resorting to talk about his quirk itself. That means the class won't learn about his quirk for a while. How the class seems to be cool about it without any further comment. But I suppose the attachment isn't nearly as strong as, say, like other series that family is a foundation. That said, it doesn't dismiss All Might and Bakugo from asking one day. I still believe their discussion will happen at some point. Deku is thankful for Shinsho and Ochako's help to get out of that mess. He gives Shinsho a lot of credit for saving him by pulling a brainwash on him. If it wasn't for that, who knows how he would prevent any more damages as well as meeting with Hellboy. Granted, it could have spared us from the 6 quirks, but still. Shinsho doesn't even know how much value it was to him, which displays more of his unawareness of his action. There's a payoff to it, but we'll get to that soon. While Deku is high and mighty on Shinsho's action, it leaves to the women's side to cover on Ochaku because it involves with romance. Midnight is moved by Ochako's action because she did it out of love. Or at least that's how it was viewed. Even Mina presses forward, teasing Ochaku for her love for Deku, which makes her go all red. I remember someone stating that Noelle from Black Clover needs to do more work to avoid from appearing just a love interest. I think we got the wrong character. That or Ochaku's name was spelled wrong. In any case, she did it for what's best for her. In other words, save people. Aizawa praises her growth. I hope this doesn't mean this is all for her for a while, as if to say this is Kohi's throwing her a bone. The time is a little odd considering this is just a training, not a real life situation. Yes, Deku's quirk going berserk was unintentional, but it doesn't leave much ground on her action if it's done this way. I would have preferred the praise to happen after a real danger happens. Will this be all for her? I hope not. But time will tell. Shinsho is the highlight of the chapter, and understandably so. Early in the chapter, he didn't credit himself enough after losing the battle. He didn't think highly of his action, which shows how low he thinks of himself. That trend continues now. He only uses quirk because he wanted to challenge against Deku. Even if he just let him go berserk, his team would eventually lose to Black Whip. That's where Aizawa steps in to correct him. He assures Shinsho that his action to save Deku wasn't worthless or selfish on his behalf. This is part of heroism. and he should be credited. That's good enough to be warranted as a hero. Deku pushed forward on his other actions, including quick speed with the cloth. I guess Ochaku is alone with romance talk because girl power. Aizawa praised him for the heroic rescue, while Deku praised him for his intellect in combat. It also inspired Deku to work harder for himself. Basically, Shinso did more than enough to earn the title hero. Does the development feel good? It is Shinso's arc in a way, so of course he must receive one. Otherwise, I would be floored. Still, this is a good end result for him to receive, even if his loss is a bit screwy with Deku cheating and defeat him with ease. To certify his development complete, he practically passed the transfer exam, going to join one of the classes in the near future. It wasn't said where, but if he goes to class 1B, we're not going to see him for a very long time. With 1A, well, it cuts down the duration a little, but still. I laugh at Mina suggesting him to replace with Minato. It's been a while since I feel curious about the next development, but is it ever so welcoming? Monoma brags about luck and how he lost due to a dud. Well, his attitude continues to be the same, so whatever, I suppose. The interest comes in when the chapter ends with Aizawa asking him to join him to visit Eri. I don't know the reason for it. Does he want Eri to reverse the effect, which sounds dangerous, or does he want Monoma to copy her quirk, which also sounds dangerous? We'll have to wait and see. Overall, this was a decent chapter to end the arc. The final battle was underwhelming as hell, but at least Shinso got a good end result for his character. I don't know if it was too easy to get accepted into the hero class, but I think he got enough credit to earn the spot. The chapter was a bit text heavy, like some could have cut down and still leave the same message, but it was fine. The next chapter is a new start. Where do we go? We shall see. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. From what I heard, there's a preview that stated that Deku is going to practice his quirk with a new source or a new teacher or something like that. I could be wrong, but that might be the focus for the next arc. Maybe, maybe not. We have to wait and see. Kind of wish it would be a little bit different, but you never know. Maybe there will be more added twists. What do you think of the chapter? What do you think of the arc overall? Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel, and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.